you to do. I'm here now, dog. J.Lou, deal with me. What they want you to do. Preach.
What's good with y'all, man? You already know who it is. It's your boy J.Lou. I'm back here with another segment of Loucid Lounge. It's a lyric breakdown, and this song that I'm breaking down now is called Work. But before I jump into that, man, if you've been watching my videos or whatnot and you have not subscribed yet, just take the time out to do it now. I'll sit here and wait while you do it. No, really, I'm waiting. Just go ahead and do that right now. Got it? Good. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into this chorus.
Yeah, I'm on the wave, I had to surf some. Gotta move in silence cause I know I'm worth something. You know the goons on the prowl just to hurt some. But I gotta keep it moving, so I put my head down and just go to work.
There's two types of waves I feel. One is created by the masses. Two is created by yourself. This is a new saying that I've heard in recent days, or months I should say, is do what I do the way you do it. So I'm always the type of person to try to find my own way and try to create something from a blueprint that was given, but it's my style. Once I found my way of doing things, I had to attack that thing head on. This punchline has been used many a times, obviously, moving in silence. It is important that you do that. You're gonna have people watching you anyways, but you don't wanna have so many people looking at you or drawing too much attention to yourself to where you putting pressure to even do more than what you had you not said anything or made any sudden move. Keep it as sound as possible where it's just you. Piggybacking off that, I said, you know, it's goons on a prowl just to hurt something. I don't necessarily mean physically, but it's always somebody out there watching what you're doing. They're either disgusted at what you're doing and they're finding ways to bring it down, whether they talk bad about you, screenshotting shit, or putting bad vibes in the air. It's people out there that don't want to see you do well. So going back to what I said about moving in silence, you knowing that you already got people out there that want to do that, you don't want to add to that. You know that's happening, but you still got to put your head down and go to work. It is what it is. That's part of life. No, you can't escape that part. That's the end of the chorus. We're going to jump into that first verse.
Just cause we related, don't mean we related. Just cause we were friends, don't grant you seats at the table. Y'all be putting too much weight on all of these labels. Y'all must have forgot that Cain killed Abel.
Friends, family, I get it. We all have them. But I'm going to tie all this in together. We be putting too much weight on all these labels and stuff like that. Just because somebody known you forever or y'all got a blood tie does not mean that they are automatically granted immunity into all your successes or whatever God grants you. That's not cool. You got a stranger out there that's helping you, so what? They get pushed to the side because a family member is a family member? No. You want people that have a like mind as you to be able to get things done, and you guys are giving and taking. A lot of times we don't have that same reciprocation of giving and taking when it comes to these labeled people, family members, sisters, brothers, cousins, whoever, best friends for 10 years. What good is it to know somebody that long if there is no camaraderie there? It's just a number. I just know you. It doesn't mean that we labor together. So no, it doesn't grant you seats at the table. And no, it doesn't mean we relate because we related. We ain't got nothing in common. We just got the same blood. Too much weight on that. Y'all need to release that weight. Real talk. Going to the biblical content, it's a reference in Genesis where Cain killed Abel. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but just basically Abel pleased God with his offering. Cain got jealous and they went into the field and Cain basically offed his brother. Y'all must have forgot Cain killed Abel. So that piggyback into the point about what I was saying about family members. Y'all putting all this emphasis on family, and in the Bible, motherfucker killed his own brothers.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
That goes hand in hand with what I said about us not relating. And I don't necessarily mean kill you like that. That's why I said it can be killing your dream, anything. So you gotta watch that.
When you come from the dirt, you built for the pressure. Cain asked to be great and think the world won't test you. I bided my time and studied all of these lectures. I asked Nas, can I please take that tech off the dresser?
I view myself as a diamond. I come from the pressure. Everything about my beginning of my life I feel like was filled with a pressure that was geared towards me. Everybody has this, and you're supposed to be built for it. You train all your life for pressure. You're made for it. So, and knowing that at some point the world is gonna test you. I don't know if you, whatever it is that you chasing, dream, goal wise, you're gonna be tested by the world. There's no way around this. I studied other people, like I took heed, I sought out wisdom from people that was older than me on how to tackle life in general, how to get things done, what to stay away from, learning from watching other people. So that's what I'm saying. I'm studying these lectures. Even with the music game, like I watch people not have they publishing and signing bad contracts, 360 deals, this, that, and the other. Like I'm watching all that. So any event that I get to that point where somebody's offering me a contract, I'm not just jumping on a boat and signing anything, because I'm already studying from interviews and all that stuff. The best way to avoid a pitfall is learn from people who did it before you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the person. They say smart people learn from their mistakes, and wisdom comes from learning from other people's mistakes. This next reference will come from a song that Nas did. I can't even remember the song, man. I just know it's off the album It Was Written, where he was describing himself as a gun and how people was using him. And so I said, can I take the tech off the dresser? My thing was, can I take the tech off the dresser? Is I'm asking to be released so I can spit bars and do my thing on these songs, you know.
I'm not the type to write toilet bowl songs, put on a chain and add a dance, then give you a pill.
And what you do?
I'm the type that'll give you some game, broker a deal, leave you with skills that gives you appeal.
That's real. I never get on here to start dissing people, but I'm just telling you, this is how I feel. You can take it how you want. I'm not the type of person that's just gonna make a dance song, talk about popping pills. More power to you if that's what you do. I got my own vices. You know, it is what it is. My thing is to always empower people and have fun doing it, but I'm doing it, again, J.Lou's way. I'm not doing it anybody's way, and I'm not doing it to try to get any more views on a video. None of that stuff. Whoever it's for, that's who it's for. I'm gonna give you some game from my experiences on life, and it's gonna leave you with more appeal.
Leave places better than I found it. I don't need approval when he already crowned me. You don't like what I said, leave it where you found it. I promise every night I sleep soundly. Ha.
Yeah, if I found you one way, hopefully when you're through with me, you matured in some areas where you were not as good. That's the whole premise of life. You're supposed to help the next man or the next woman get to the next level. You never want to leave somebody and then they're worse after they met you. That's no good at all. I probably have said this 1,000 times. I know I said it on one of my other songs previously and many other songs, because I'm not seeking for anyone's approval. I've already been purposed to write songs. This is what I do. So I'm not out here trying to get massive amounts of followers if you guys don't really feel what I'm doing. And I'm not gonna kiss your ass and try to do something that I'm not to make sure that you liking my stuff. That ain't how I operate. If you don't like anything I said, you ain't gotta listen to it. I mean, pay me no mind. Just look at it as another day for it. Cause I promise you, I ain't losing a wink of sleep. So there it is there. That concludes the first verse breakdown. I'm gonna jump into the second one.
There's movers and shakers, there's shepherds and sheep. There's niggas who woke and then there's niggas who sleep. Who is always so confusing to me. But I know the ones who woke ain't the ones who you think.
Movers, people of action. They say they gonna do something, they got goals, they move on their goals. Shakers are people that say they do shit, but they really don't. Let's give a couple of examples. Actor who doesn't have any reels, they're not taking any classes. A rapper that says he raps but he doesn't have any songs. Personal trainer but he's fat. You get where I'm going with this? I've always saw myself as a shepherd. I'm a leader. I'm a natural born leader. God-given talent of leading men and women in the right direction. Do I do it all the time? Maybe not, but I know it's in me to be a leader or a captain. But there are sheep, you know, you got the masses. They just follow whatever. If they say this is the next hot thing, that's what people start to gravitate to. But I think you need a combination of both. Obviously, we know that's a term that's been used throughout the last, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 years. Stay woke or whatever. You got people that's woke and then you got ones that sleep. People that's oblivious to what's going on. But what I'm saying on this next part is vital. The ones who you think is woke ain't the ones who you think. It's a lot of people running around here saying, stay woke, but take it for what it's worth. Here it is, you talking about stay woke, but if I ask you to support me, you turn your head. Again, I'm not meaning this in no offense, but it's a lot of y'all that run around saying that shit, and you really ain't about assisting the next man. All about, as long as you get what you get, then you straight. But the moment somebody asks something of you, you ain't trying to do nothing. But the ones who are really doing that and empowering people and assisting, man, I definitely commend you. So you know who you are that's walking around here talking about stay woke, and you ain't really about that life. So that's one of my pet peeves. So sorry if I'm on a rant.
Can't expect a worker to understand the boss move. Making statements with no facts is what the laws do. Lend your ear to that shit and it'll cost you. Play your hand the way you see it, do what a boss do.
There's some people out there that's making some boss moves, and if you are an employee mindset, you would not begin to grasp what the bigger picture is because you think like a worker. It's a CEO of a company or whatnot that's making a decision. Number one, they're not gonna tell everybody why they're making a decision anyways, because the fact of the matter is, if you told them what the decision is, people can prepare for it. I like to think of it in the terms of sports. Bill Belichick is not gonna tell the opposite coach, hey, this is what I'm about to do. You give the other team an opportunity to prepare for what you're doing. The boss has a better opportunity to understand what you do, because obviously that's why the boss, they own that part, so they know what your job title encompasses, but you don't know what the full totality of what a boss is supposed to do. So that's why it's so confusing to you when moves are being made and you don't understand them. Look, this social media age, bro, y'all talk too much for me. You make statements without knowing all the facts. That's the dumbest shit you could ever do. You never want to make statements without getting the facts, doing your research and things of that nature. A lot of times you jump the gun, and that's why you see all these apologies and stuff like that from some people where they say stuff and then they renege on what they're saying. That's what I'm talking about. Get the facts first before you start just spewing out of your mouth. Even if I'm in my personal life, I feel like I've been attacked a couple of times and people ain't know all the facts. My message to the world is make sure you got your facts and then make an opinion or whatnot. Because even with the facts, you may not know everything, but I'm saying at least let more things come out or do research before you say something. I make sure I'm guarding my ears to a lot of the stuff that goes on. It's not because I'm trying to do the ignorance is bliss thing. It's just that I'm guarding my spirit. Like, because a lot of this stuff that I'm seeing, that I see on social media, or somebody brings it to me through the grapevine, it just makes me irritated. The older I get, the less tolerable I am for bullshit. Whatever your hand is, you play that hand to the best of your ability and be a boss about it. Whatever your situation is, nobody can play that hand better than you. It's your hand. It's your DNA. It's your spirit. You know what you have to do, so just go out and do it.
Got my grind from the 8, open my mind in LA. I bridged the gap between the two and created a wave. Ain't no way I can say the shit I say staying the same. You hustle, I'm a business. I ain't playing the game that you play.
You idiot! Hey, how many times are you gonna call me an idiot today? As many times as I need to! Idiot!
Dropping gems on the people, teaching the shoulder to weight. Each rep you complete, the more malicious they hate. My hands are full of callous and tar for paving the way. Next time they ask you where your business is, what you should say.
When I say I'm dropping gems as in the jewel, a gem. Like, you know, say, man, that message he gave, man, that was a gem. So I'm giving you gems, but also I'm using gem, G-Y-M-S too. Dropping gems on the people, teaching to shoulder the weight. I'm giving you game on how to shoulder the weight of what's going on in your specific life by using my experiences. You getting a mental workout, you getting all the riffs.
I gotta get a pump.
Yeah. That's it. That's good.
each level that you get to, the next level, it's gonna be more and more hate. The more malicious the hate comes, just because people, for whatever reason, they hate people that's successful, either because they hate themselves or they mad because they didn't do what you was capable of doing or what you had the courage to do. They just find different ways to hate, and they be more malicious with it the higher you go. Think about some of the stuff you see about these celebrities. They ain't gotta do nothing. They can post a picture of their kid and you can scroll and probably see 100,000 damn messages about people being negative. This man or this woman ain't did shit to nobody. I've been in the music for a while now, but every song that I've dropped, for the most part, is always trying to pave a way or create a movement in people to be able to do better. Even in my party songs, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's like, why go for this chick when you can go for that one? It's always some game being given in my songs. I'm just saying, you know, I've been working a minute and I got callus on my hands from the tar from paving the way. If you work with asphalt and stuff like that, it's tar, etc., etc. So that's what I'm saying. It was an analogy for paving the way for people by dropping gems to you, but just giving you some knowledge from my standpoint on how you can get better with your situation. You've been grinding, right? You've been quiet, right? So next time somebody asks you where you've been, this is what you should say. I've been working. I'm done with this. The lyric breakdown is done. I appreciate your time for listening to me talk, give you some game and knowledge and whatever, and us having fun, man. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can do that now. All my music is available on all the platforms, but if you want to purchase anything from me, it's at jloumusic.com. That's JLOUMUSIC.com. Till next time, I'm gonna kick back and finish this right here. But I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Take it easy.